Hey everybody, Creation Chemist here. It's good to be back. And what I wanted to do this time was I was running into a problem with videography with the shaky footage. And so I looked up a new tool called a gimbal, and I was searching through various gimbals to try to find one that would be suitable for my purposes. I wanted to be able to travel with it, so I wanted it to be compact. So this is the Feiyutech, one of the favorites, I would say. I bought this with my own money. I just, if it's good, then I'll pass the information off to anybody that's interested in this type of a tool, because I find the YouTube videos to be one of the most useful places for finding information about reviews. Interesting, they just started off as a dating website, to be honest with you, way back in the day, and since people started putting their pictures of their hamsters and their cats and things like that, then the YouTube executives said, well, why don't we just make this open source, anybody can upload videos to it. So anyway, YouTube has come a long ways. Well, there it is. That's what the box looks like. So the case comes directly out of the box. Now I tell you what, that case is pretty nice, and as far as being able to travel with something, that's almost say like purse size as far as getting through the airport. So I like to pack, when I'm going through airport and traveling, say like a small bag inside a small bag inside a small bag, and at any time you can just take something out and use the tool that you need at the time. So it looks like, well, that's pretty nice. It has a pretty nice case, and it's very small. I could put this in a backpack and then carry my backpack at the airport and have no problem with this. Have my camera stuff and the rest of my backpack, and I think that would be no problem with security. That's what it looks like. Open it up. First impression for me is the same as first impression for you. When I was looking at this online, I was amazed at how the older gimbals had they had one of these axes that would cover up your camera. Well, so what they've done here is offset the axis at 45 degrees so you can still see your camera, like the actual screen on the back of your camera. I think that's a really good feature. Well, impressive so far. This, I heard a lot about this dial, that you can change the rotation or either of these axes, and that comes in real handy when you don't want it to just be a stationary shot at something. So that feels pretty good. Heard there were click it again, and you go through different functions like selfie function or stationary function, or you could use a joystick, push one of the other buttons and move it up and down. Well, I will get into the manual of this, I think, and read more about the specs. Once I get into it a little bit more, I'll capture that video and see if that video is helpful for everyone. Battery compartment here. The handle feels actually pretty good, and it doesn't feel too heavy. I'm liking that. What I did was screw off the back, and these thread knobs, they feel pretty good. They feel pretty tight and machined. Found the battery, positive, negative, so put the battery in there. This feels pretty tight. When I get it down, it's a little bit spring locked, so it goes in pretty smoothly. This was a little bit flimsy, I found it's adequate, so that's actually good news. But what I did, this is what I'm talking about, is this 1/4 20 screw right here for connecting your gimbal to your camera. But what I did is I got a quick release, and I'll show you this quick release. This is actually pretty nice. They're about $9 on Amazon here in 2019, and you've got a little clip here where you can push this lever forward, and this quick release plate comes off here. So I figured with all the people talking about how this was hard to balance and how they'd like to use their camera on and off the gimbal, but they can't get their camera on and off the gimbal, I figured why not just get a quick release plate right off the bat. And if you get a few of them, then of course you can put these on various devices. Like I just put these on my monopod here. If I want to use my monopod for shooting, I can just get my GoPro, pop it on here. This lever pops right back on there. Use the monopod for shooting. Then at the same time I just hold these levers down. It allows the lever to swing out. This camera can pop off from there. And then of course if I have another one mounted to the gimbal, then I can just pop it right on there. So I wanted to show this step. There's the cover plate that would be universal for every one of these devices that you need to connect to. Probably want that to be really good and tight, so I did get a standard screwdriver so I could really tighten it down. And then now I have my quick release camera setup that I didn't see a lot of people using, but now you see I have that mount with my GoPro. Lever is out. I can pop the GoPro mount down, this flips back, and now that's secure. Now this will enable me to just go back and forth. This will be set up perfectly balanced, so whenever I need to use it I don't have to keep on rebalancing it. That should come into really nice. That'd be nice and handy. I can't imagine not being able to pop off a camera at a moment's notice, because there's always things that come up throughout a trip or throughout when you're creating something that are very, very handy. This is the first time I've balanced a gimbal. It took a little bit of doing. You have to work along this axis. What you're trying to do is balance the bar across here, then balance a bar across here, and then balance the bar across here. That was a little strange to get used to, and the videos that I saw on it were a very bit difficult to try to get that concept across. Anyway, I'm pretty pleased with the way it turned out, and I think my skill at balancing a gimbal is going to increase with time. So looking forward to the footage that I can get with this and the experimentation. You know, I'll probably do maybe a hike down by the river without the gimbal and with the gimbal, and we can see the difference in the footage. If you like Feiyutech or you like another gimbal, just put it in the comment section below. If you have another way to overcome the image stabilization problem of video, please put that in the comments below. Share that so everybody can be helped out by the things that you know. So it's always free to subscribe, and I hope this video helped you. It helped me to understand the gimbal just making the video, and I hope the best for your projects, and have a great week.